Thank you, Ivana, and thank you to Animal Friends Croatia, who has invited me to Croatia. And thank you to all of you who are here tonight, Friday evening, when people perhaps would like to do something else and listen to a lecture about meat consumption and climate change.
Hvala svima, hvala Ivani, hvala prijateljima životinja koji su me pozvali ovdje i hvala svima koji su došli ovdje u petak slušati nešto o klimatskim promjenama kad bi evo mogli raditi i nešto drugo.
Well, I'll try to be as entertaining as I can, so you won't be bored. Okay, and as Ivana mentioned, I used to be a member of the European Parliament for the Swedish Left Party.
Ja ću biti, znači, pokušati biti što više zabavan. Ja sam bio, znači, predstavnik u švedskom parlamentu za ljevičarsku stranku.
That is my homepage, and the Left Party is on that page, and of course there is an English section as well, if you know English.
Znači, tu je web stranica od stranke i postoji sekcija na engleskom.
The Swedish Left Party is a party with about 7% of the Swedish votage.
Švedska ljevičarska stranka ima 7% biračkog tijela u Švedskoj.
We are a green, feminist and socialist party.
Znači, oni su ekološka, feministička i socijalistička grupa.
And me personally, I've been working in particular with the environmental questions in the European Parliament.
Gospodin Jensa osobno radi na pitanjima okoliša u Europskom parlamentu.
The report you have on your chairs started as a Swedish report on the climate change and meat consumption, then it was translated to English.
Izvještaj koji imate na stolcima je počeo kao švedski izvještaj, onda je preveden na engleski.
Then we got the Croatian translation, thanks to people here in Croatia.
Imamo i hrvatsko izdanje zahvaljujući ljudima u Hrvatskoj.
And on this webpage, meatclimate.org, you can find it in 8 different languages at the moment.
A na ovoj stranici meatclimate.org možete ga pronaći na 8 različitih jezika.
I brought this report because when I was a member of the European Parliament, I was upset studying the amount of billions of euros that was poured into the meat industry in form of subsidies and other kind of economical grants to the industry.
Napisao sam ovaj članak, ovaj izvještaj, zato dok sam bio u Europskom parlamentu studirao sam izvještaje o milijardama i milijardama subvencija koje idu u stočarsku industriju.
And now some people might think, but what is the meat industry? Farming of animals, that is something we have done during the latest hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. It's natural.
I sad će neki ljudi misliti da ta mesna industrija koja je već s nama stotinama i stotinama godina, da je to prirodno.
And I can agree. Eating animals, eating meat, that is something that the human beings have been doing for a considerable time.
I mogu se složiti, znači ljudi su već jedno određeno vrijeme, dugo vremena jeli meso.
But we have never ever in the history been consuming the amount of animals that we do today.
Ali nikad u povijesti nismo toliko životinja jeli ko što radimo danas.
And that leads to the construction of factory farming, not farms where animals can graze and behave naturally, but factory farming where animals are crammed into a very small area and they are bred in a very short period of time and they are sent to a central slaughterhouse and killed.
I to je dovelo do stvaranja industrijskih farmi gdje su životinje, znači nemaju mogućnost vani pasti, nego se u vrlo skučenim uvjetima uzgajaju i onda se odvode u klaonicu i ubijaju.
Instead of that, the pigs and the cows and the sheep walk in the nature and eat what we cannot eat, grass, branches from trees, dead leaves and so on. In the factories, they are fed with grains, they are fed with things that people could have been eating.
Znači, umjesto da pasu vani na otvorenom, jedu stvari koje ljudi ne jedu, znači travu, lišće i druge stvari, one jedu žitarice, znači hranu koju jedu ljudi.
That is what I will be trying to explain more in detail tonight.
O tome ću malo detaljnije danas govoriti.
But first, what is this?
Ali prvo što je ovo?
Well, this is a melting iceberg
Znači, ovo je santa leda koja se topi
in Greenland.
na Grenlandu.
I took this picture 2007.
Ovo sam slikao 2007. godine.
This, what we see here, is not only one iceberg. There are hundreds of icebergs.
Ovdje vidimo ne samo jednu santu leda, ovo je stotine santu leda.
Discharging from the world's largest glacier. What do you see here?
Da, ovo je najveći svjetski glečer.
This glacier is called the Ilulissat Glacier.
Zove se Ilulissat glečer.
It discharges directly from the Greenland ice sheet.
Znači, počinje točno sa Grenlanda.
The Greenland ice sheet is an area bigger than 2 France.
Znači, Grenland je površina veća od 2 Francuske.
Here you can see how this ice sheet crack from, or how these icebergs crack from the ice sheet.
Znači, ovdje možemo vidjeti kako se ti ledenjaci lome sa te površine.
I don't know if you should turn off the lights. These icebergs, they are dragged out by streams in the North Atlantic, far out in the sea.
Znači, ove sante leda struje vode u Sjeverni Atlantik, daleko u more.
The thing is that this glacier is not only the biggest glacier in the world.
Ovaj glacier nije samo najveći na svijetu.
It is also the fastest melting glacier in the world.
Također se najbrže topi.
The Ilulissat Glacier, which is on the west coast of Greenland,
Ilulissat je na zapadnoj obali Grenlanda.
melts in one single day as much fresh water as the city of New York in the US consumes in one entire year.
U jednom danu se otopi snijega, u jednom danu ona količina vode koju potroši čitav New York u jednoj godini.
And this incredible speed of melting has been doubled only during the latest 10 years.
I ta brzina topljenja se udvostručila u zadnjih 10 godina.
This is a sign, a signpost which was on the shore of the area where this glacier is.
Ovo je znači znak upozorenja gdje je taj glečer.
If you read the English, you can see that it warns the people for tsunami waves.
Znači, upozorava ljude na tsunami valove.
Why that?
Zašto?
Because when one of these icebergs melts, they melt from the sea, so they get smaller and smaller underneath.
Znači, ovi ledenjaci se tope ispod i postaju sve manji.
Eventually they tip over.
Na kraju se prevrnu.
When they tip over, being the incredible size they have, they create huge waves, tsunami waves of 5, 6, 7 meters height.
Kad se prevrnu, budući da su ogromne veličine, stvaraju tsunami valove visine 6-7 metara.
What we see here is a height of perhaps 15, 20 meters of ice.
Ovo je visina od 15-20 metara leda.
That means that you have almost 10 times more ice below the sea level.
Znači, ispod leda ima 10 puta više leda.
This is only to describe what is happening in the world today.
Samo da opišem što se dešava danas u svijetu.
This is Ilulissat, the town which I was visiting.
To je grad Ilulissat u kojem sam bio.
What you see here in red, this is 1992.
Ovo u crvenom je 1992.
Are areas where melting is taking place.
To su područja gdje se događa topljenje.
This is 10